It's Week 12 of the NFL, and we have Stephon Gilmore, who comes in at 39 tackles made this season. It's the Falcons and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and CD, you look at Washington coming into play here. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after him.
Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot. Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. On 3rd down, Ryan. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. No score just yet in this first quarter of action, but we have the offense in the red zone as they've got it here 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for. Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
On second down, Spiller looking for space. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. Conversion. We drop you back into the action here. Ball in the red zone. Offense has it with a first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Touchdown! Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the...
Second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Now this one complete to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and...
Well, this one's getting good now. 4th quarter, tie game. This defense looking for a huge 3rd down stop. This one caught by Crowder. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can... There's in some obvious discomfort.
59, ready!
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan to the right side, and he's got more complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter time. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but the key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Coverage was off down. They actually closed off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
They didn't even...
So we have a red zone alert. Tie game, 4th quarter. Very likely a deciding moment in this contest. Sanders not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Nine yards is the loss on the play, and this brings up a 3rd and goal. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's 2nd half. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's got this complete, finding Cook on the crossing route. And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. This pass complete to Ruckert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Cook out of the backfield. short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Herbert on third down now. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Herbert off of play action. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Ryan's throw taken in there by Crowder.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. of the gun, it's Ryan.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead. To throw again on second down, Ryan. And once again, this is Sanders. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. He's back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ryan to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Here's Ryan. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Now Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now Washington down by a field goal, and time a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They run again on 1st down. Cook down to the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
That's going to be caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
That is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing by 4, 30 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. Into the hands of Sanders. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Ryan. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Washington,
the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.